Broker versus fiduciary advisor. Which is better for your financial well-being? When you turn over your hard-earned money to a professional so he or she can invest for current returns and ultimately for a secure and comfortable retirement, it's reasonable to assume your best interest will be taken to heart. That's not always the case. Given that investors lost a collective $5.5 trillion in the last financial downturn, it can be safely assumed that a number of investment advisors did not have their clients' best interests first and foremost in their minds. A little publicized item in the financial reform bill moving through Congress would require anyone who offers investment advice to act in the best interest of the client. That there's a need to legislate this says a lot about the state of the investment business today. The standard to act in the client's best interest is called the fiduciary duty, but many investment advisors are held to a lesser measure called the suitability standard. It merely calls for advisors to sell investments they believe are suitable for their clients, not necessarily what's best for the client. When you dine at a restaurant, the waitress's core job is to help you find a meal and libation that she thinks you will enjoy, regardless if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or are trying to limit your calories. Her main goal is to find items on the menu that she believes is suitable for your appetite and palate. That's a far different standard than, say, your primary physician, as his mandate is to only prescribe treatment and medicine that is in the best interest of your overall health. The waitress knows that the bigger the bill, the bigger the gratuity, and she is only required to sell you items she believes is suitable for your appetite, not in your best interest. Whereas a physician can only advise you to do things that are in the best interest of your well-being, both now and in the future. It's that simple. Waitresses are like brokers who adhere to suitability standards, and physicians are like advisors who have a fiduciary duty. Unfortunately, the average investor often does not know the difference between a suitability and fiduciary advisor, and the standards that each is required to follow. The consumer is at a major disadvantage because of how this profession operates. The investment industry evolved so that now different professionals are governed by different standards. Registered investment advisors are governed by the fiduciary standard. Stockbrokers, registered representatives, and insurance agents are not. The average investor would be appalled to see how hard some members of the financial industry are working to avoid acting in the best interest of their clients. To avoid any confusion and to make certain your best interests are always first and foremost, simply ask your financial professional what standards they operate under: suitability or fiduciary. For your best interest, make certain they operate under the fiduciary standard, which mandates they have a Series 65 license. Any other license they hold means your best interest may not be their number one priority.